Howdy doodly doo. We're here to read the book for you.
Yes.
Sorry about the delay. Anyway, what's the title, Johnny?
We Gather Together.
By who?
By Wendy
Peffer.
Illustrated by Linda Black.
Excellent. Let's open it up.
During early autumn, in the northern part of the earth, chipmunks pack their cheeks full of seeds to store underground burrows. Red foxes, pups hunt for rodents and fruit to eat. They bury leftovers to dig up when food is scarce. Beavers store twigs and sticks underwater to chew when ice covers their pond. As the sun appears lower the southern sky each day, the sun rises later each morning and sets earlier each evening. Each days grow shorter and nights grow cooler and grow seasons end. Time to prepare for winter. Black bears gobble honey, grubs, fruits, and roots, building layers of fat for the cold days ahead. People pick purple grapes, yellow squash, orange pumpkins, and red crisp apples. And they husk corn, gather nuts, rake cranberries, and enjoy harvest season. But there's a little need for them to stockpile food for winter, as animals do. Ships, trucks, and cargo planes transport it to parts of the world where fruits and vegetables are still growing. When it's winter, the northern hemisphere, our food is brought from the southern hemisphere, where it's summer.
Different seasons are caused by the tilt of the earth as it moves around the sun. When the northern part of the earth tilts towards the sun, the north gets lots of sunshine and it is summer there. When the northern part of the earth tilts away from the sun, the north gets less sunshine and it is winter.
Between summer and winter, around September 21st, the sun crosses the equator and shines equally on both northern and southern parts of the earth. On that day, the northern part of the world, summer ends and autumn begins. Day and night have equal hours all over the world. For many, the autumnal equinox signal a time to harvest crops.
Each crop has its own growing season. Most seedlings sprout with the cool spring rain and thrive under the warm summer sun. Sunshine helps plants' leaves make the food that is necessary for the plant to grow. When autumn arrives, days are cooler, plants can no longer make the food they need, and the growing season ends. Time to gather the crops, fruits, and vegetables that ripen by autumn must be harvested before winter's freezing weather destroys them.
300,000 years ago, no one knew how to plant seeds to protect the bountiful harvest. Cave dwellers picked berries, collect nuts, dug roots, gathered wild plants. Winter were hard for them. They had to live what they gathered and store it in fall.
About 10,000 years ago, where Syria and Turkey are today, tribes learned to grow wheat and barley from seeds. How exciting it must have been to plant one seed and produce a stalk with many. 8,000 years ago in Egypt, people discovered the warm climate was perfect for farming. The Nile River produced water, and once a year, its floodwaters deposited rich, black, fertile soil on both sides.
Wow.
Plants grew in abundance.
Gradually, farming spread to Asia about 5,000 years ago. People grew food in a crescent-shaped area where Iraq is now, the Tigris River, and small streams that fed its valleys is into fertile crescent of rich farmland. Each autumn, in many lands, men and women and children worked all day, and even at night under the light, they cut rice and gathered bundles of barley A good harvest means plenty of food to eat in the fall and more to store for days when food was scarce. Time to join and have fun hard or back-breaking work.
Over the centuries, people celebrated plentiful harvests and passed down traditions at different times, in different places, and in different ways. All over the world, harvest celebrations from the past are still being carried on today. Jewish families have gathered together at harvest time for over 3,000 years to celebrate Sukkot.
Wow.
During this 8-day festival of Thanksgiving, they wave palm, myrtle, and willow branches and then point them in all directions to show that God is everywhere. Some Jews build a hut called a sukkah, like the ones farmers stay in to be near to the crops during the busy harvest. They decorate the huts with fruits and vegetables, then invite friends and family to share food and friendship. Oh, that's so lovely.
People in southern India celebrate Pongal for a 4-day rice festival. For over 2,000 years, on the first day, they decorate their front doors with rice flower designs to give thanks to the rain gods. On the second day, they cook Pongal, a sweet rice pudding, and offer some to the gods. On their third day, they honor their cattle to thank them for pulling the plows. On the fourth day, family and friends gather on a riverbank to dance and enjoy a bountiful feast, including, of course, freshly harvested rice.
The people of Japan have held rice festivals for about 2,000 years. In spring, girls dress in kimonos, plant rice, while musicians play bells, drums, and flutes. In the summer, they hold the Lantern Festival to express their joys as the rice ripens. When fall comes, they celebrate the rice harvest with parades and a dragon dance. During their moon viewing ceremony, people sing while watching shadows on the moon. Many think the shadows show a rabbit making rice cakes.
For over 700 years, Nigerians have held a fall festival for yams, and the first crop harvested on the night before festival begins was old wrinkly yam.
The next day, new yams are offered to the gods and ancestors in appreciation of a successful harvest. Dancers with raffia skirts and masks that portray turtles, lizards, and trees, and the sun or moon to celebrate a cycle of nature.
Hundreds of years ago, the English believed that the spirit of their wheat lived in the last bundle they cut. In each field, they twisted into the shape of a doll, since they called it wheat. Corn. These dolls were named corn dollies.
Oh, that's neat.
They were hung in barns or churches during the winter. They plowed back into the earth in spring to ensure good harvest. In the autumn, people still make corn dollies just for fun.
Pilgrims from England arrived in America in the fall of 1620, too late to plant crops. That winter, many died from hunger and sickness. When spring came, the surviving pilgrims sowed wheat seeds. A Native American tribe, the Wampanoags, showed them how to plant maize or corn. The following autumn, the fall harvest was fruitful. The pilgrims planned a celebration to share this blessing. Wampanoag men hunted and killed 5 deer to bring to the feast. The pilgrims stayed busy too. Men brought ducks, geese, turkeys, fish, and oysters. Women prepared cornbread and cranberries, while children turned meat on spits over an open fire. Games and feasting lasted for 3 days.
Wow.
Bountiful harvests have been celebrated since earliest times. People all over the world still celebrate a fruitful year of farming with fun, feasts, and festivals. They enjoy corn, rice, yams, apples, pumpkins, cranberries, and other fruits and vegetables of the harvest season. Autumn, with its brightest colors and delicious gifts of nature, offers friends and families a time to gather together and give thanks for all their blessings. That's adorable.
The end.
Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for joining. Happy Thanksgiving. Bye.